back to the book. Everything was uncertain in those late April and early May days while the regiment was being whipped into marching shape. We had a few recruits, a bunch of fresh young horses, so there was plenty to do to break in both of them. One thing that people get wrong about the recruits was that about half of the 150 new men we had were men who either had Civil War experience or had already served a 5-year hitch in the Army. Most of the rest were plenty green. A good many of them were German boys. They made fine soldiers once they were trained. I think it was about May 10th that General Custer suddenly showed up. General Terry was with him. Terry was of slight build and wore whiskers. He was a gentle, kindly man who never strutted or roared. Nothing at all like the quick-moving, dashing young Custer. Terry was a brigadier general of the regular army, and so he ranked Custer by 2 grades. Word ran around camp that General Terry was to command the whole expedition, but that Custer was to have his old regiment. Custer was as happy as a boy with a new red sled. He put a lot of zip into us. Now, Custer, this political stuff that he's dealing with, it's still going on. It's still happening. And I'm not going to go through the details of it, but he's somehow seen as an agitator or an enemy of President Grant. And so he actually gets ordered off. So he goes back out, takes back over the regiment, starts whipping people into shape. He's going to work for General Terry. President Grant says, no, actually, come back. You don't get to do this. And Custer decides, he writes a dispatch to be sent directly to the President of the United States. This is kind of crazy. We didn't do much communications with the President from my tasking anyways. Here we go. Back to the book. And here's what he actually sent. Isn't that awesome? That's what's beautiful about history. This is what Custer actually sent. And President Grant was a guy that was, went to West Point as well. He fought in the Mexican-American War. He retired after that, retired from the Army, but then the Civil War started. So he went back in the Army as a general, and he fought at Shiloh and Vicksburg, and actually General Lee surrendered to President Grant. So this guy's, a warrior, and here's what you're going to hear Custer kind of appeal to that. Here we go. I have seen your order transmitted through the General of the Army directing that I not be permitted to accompany the expedition about to move against the hostile Indians. As my entire regiment forms a part of the proposed expedition, and as I am the senior officer of the regiment on duty in the department, I respectfully but most earnestly request that while not allowed to go in command of the expedition, I may be permitted to serve with my regiment in the field. I appeal to you as a soldier to spare me the humiliation of seeing my regiment march to meet the enemy, and I not to share its dangers. It was too much for the hero of Appomattox. Custer was to have back his beloved regiment. So Grant gives in and says, okay, you can go. You're not going to be in charge, but you can go.